Hey, it's Kevin over at Juggernaut USA. We're going to go through the install of the 2020 Plus Super Duty fuel tank skid plate. This only fits the short bed with the 34-gallon tank. It does fit both the diesel and gas variants. This is the diesel skid. It's got a longer section on the rear to cover the DEF tank. The gas skid on this rear piece here will end right here, so it won't have this last section. The diesel skid does have one more bracket than the gas for the DEF tank extension here. But other than that, the install will be the same, and we'll run through the whole thing today so you get a good overview of what we're doing. We have a front removable section here, the center section, and the rear section. We will assemble this on the table here before we put it up to the car. There is 4 bolt holes that will align on either side of this skid. This center section will go over the rear section here. And the front section has riv nuts pre-installed by us. And on the diesel version here, this will install, we can do this at the very end with 4 bolts, but this can just drop down, leaving the rest of the skid installed so you can do your fuel filter, which is right on the front of the tank. And we'll get right into it. All right, so we're gonna assemble this skid on the table here. We got our center section and our rear section. This rear section, this is up, so we're gonna have this above the center section. We're gonna take our 4 3/8 bolts with a washer on either side and the low profile nylock nut. Get these squared up as best as we can. You can kind of see the bend lines on here. Just get those lined up. We can go ahead and tighten these down. I'm using a 9/16 socket and wrench for these 3/8 bolts. Torque spec is 35 pounds on these. We can just get them nice and snug with the impact there. You don't need to over torque them or anything like that. But this section is good to go, and we'll go ahead and get the brackets installed on the car before we put the skid plate up to the brackets. All right, so we're under the truck now. If you do have a Tremor or an FX4 package, you may have a factory skid plate that's a thin sheet metal skid plate that covers a portion of this fuel tank. You will need to remove that if you're putting our skid plate on. There is some factory clip nuts that are associated with that in the frame that we're going to reuse those locations, but we do suggest that we switch those out with our clip nuts. I have some of them already installed. This front one here is going to be the 1M10 clip nut, and that's going to go in this location. The front of the vehicle is this way, and there's a larger square here, and we're going to put that one in that location. There's also going to be one thicker M8 clip nut. So this one has a larger distance between the flange here and the flange here. This one is going to go on the passenger side rear. There is 2 locations here. The rearmost hole is the one that we're going to be going for. So we'll slip this up in here. Just use a little pressure to get that started. So that locks into place. And then we'll go over to the frame rail. There's going to be 3 more M8 clip nuts. These are already installed here. We've got 2 back-to-back on the driver's side front frame rail. And these are going to be the thinner of the M8 clip nuts that come in your kit. And then we've got 1 more that's tucked in between the leaf spring and the fuel tank here. And that's going to be all the clip nuts you're going to need. good to go ahead and install those before we get to the brackets, so that way we can just bolt them up. All right, so I have the bracket hardware here. You'll come with a small tube of blue Loctite in your kit. So I'm just gonna go ahead and put a dab blue Loctite on the threads of the 4 M8 bolts and the 1 M10 bolt. We can just use a 3/8 washer on that M10. Anything that's going into a clip nut, we like to use the blue Loctite just so it doesn't vibrate loose. Once we've got those prepped, we can grab our brackets and we'll go over to the vehicle and get these installed. All right, so we'll start with the driver's front bracket. This is a pretty simple one to identify. It's got 2 small slots on the front here and 2 holes on this side. And we're gonna put that so it's offset sort of towards the center of the vehicle. We'll grab 2 M8 bolts with washers. And I've already put a little bit of blue Loctite on those threads. We'll just get these hand tight so that we can still slide the bracket around to adjust to the skid plate. All right, and that's good for that one. Next up is going to be the driver's rear. It's got 2 90-degree bends. It's the only one with 2 90s in it. This slotted portion is going to go up towards the frame. And we'll go just like this into our pre-installed M8 clip nut. And we'll have it so that this bend is going to be on the front of the vehicle here. Just get that hand tight. That one's ready to go. Jumping over to the passenger rear. This one's going to have a 45-degree bend on one side and a 90 on the other. The front one has a similar pattern, but you can see the tab on this front bracket is much larger than this one. So the one with a small 90 and the slot is going to go for the passenger rear. And this is an M8 bolt here. Started for now. And then for the passenger front, this is going to be your 1 M10 bolt. We'll line this up so that the 90-degree is sitting on your cross member. All right, so if you have the gas version, you'll be done with these 4 brackets. If you do have the diesel version and the DEF tank back here, there's one more bracket that you'll get. And we'll show you how to install that real quick. So we'll come around here, and on the outside frame rail, the rearmost DEF tank bolt, we're gonna fully remove. It's a 15mm socket. And the tank will drop down a little bit. It is secured on the other side as well. And we're gonna slip the 90-degree bend in between the frame and the plastic DEF tank here. And we'll reuse that factory bolt. I just need to press up a tiny bit to get that thread started. And that's all the steel brackets, so now we can put the skid plate on. All right, the skid plate's pretty long, kind of heavy. You can balance it on a jack and lift it up to the fuel tank on the ground if you're doing this on the ground, which is honestly probably easier than this. But I got my buddy here, Matt, who's gonna help hold this long skid plate into place while I get some bolts going. So I'm gonna grab this front bolt, which is fairly easy to get to. We'll line this guy up. And these are all gonna be the 3/8 bolts with a washer on each side and that low profile 3/8 nylock nut. Just get that lined up. Just get that hand tight, and then I'll go caddy corner so Matt doesn't suffer too much here. All right, now that we got 2 bolts in place, this will stay and we can do the rest. For this one, we've got a couple more to go. All right, so we'll do the passenger front bracket here. All of these are gonna use the 3/8 bolts. So get that going with the washer and nylock on the back side. Again, we're kind of getting everything hand tight. Once all bolts are in place, we'll tighten everything up. That one good to go. I only put one of these bolts on this driver's front bracket, but there is 2 bolts on this one, so I'll get the second one going. And we got the driver's side rear bracket here, another 3/8 bolt. Washer and nylock on top. And that'll be it for the gas tank version. For the gas version, for the diesel with the DEF tank, we got 1 more bolt here. All right, we have all of our bolts installed to hold our skid plate to our brackets. We'll go ahead and tighten all these 3/8 bolts first. And then once we do that, we can tighten all the steel brackets to the frame. This last section here for the dropout front panel, we'll put on at the very end. So we'll go ahead and tighten all these 3/8 bolts, which is gonna be a 9/16 socket and wrench. And all the M8 bolts are going to be a 13mm socket. The M10 bolt is going to be a 17mm socket. Lastly is going to be the DEF tank factory bolt here, which is a 15mm. And that's all snugged up, ready to go. Last piece is to just install the front section here that covers the fuel filter on the diesel. The gas still has this front section to have front protection here, but you won't need to remove that on the gas one. So we'll grab those. All right, so for the pre-installed rivet nuts, The bolts that we use for those are 3/8 as well, same as the other ones we used. We are going to do a little blue Loctite on those as well, since the riv nuts are not locking threads. The blue Loctite will break free when you got to drop this. Recommend putting a little bit more blue Loctite on your threads when you are servicing this fuel filter. Alright, got those 4 bolts in. Again, the 3/8 is going to be a 9/16 socket here. Get that snugged up, and your skid plate install is done.